Hey loves, welcome back to my channel. You know I'm always coming to you with those relatable topics. So if you haven't already, please go hit that subscribe button. Tell a friend to tell a friend about my channel. And by the look of the title, you already know what we're going to be talking about. So let's get right into the video. Sometimes we don't really realize what we're facing until the exact moment that it happens. Therefore, you have to really understand that everything should not be something where you approach it emotionally. Learn how to think like a man, okay? That will save you 99.9% of the time. To conquer a narcissist in an argument, you have to really be like quick with up here, okay? You have to know this man to a T, and you have to understand how he thinks and evaluates every single thing that you say in his mind. It's mind games for sure, but at the end of the day, you want to make sure that you're saying things that will trigger him. You don't just want to say, okay honey, I'm sorry. No, that's not what you're saying at all. In fact, you're going to put a wall up. You're going to make sure he's aware of that wall. But what you also want to do is make sure that he can't predict what you're going to respond with. Always keep him on his toes, okay? This is going to give you the advantage because narcissists are so used to programming their women to the point where they expect you to say something. They expect you to react a certain kind of way, like almost all the time. So if you keep him in a predicament where he doesn't know where you're coming from, he doesn't see what's coming, all right, then you always have the upper hand. Never get to the point of emotional distress, to the point where you're in tears, you're crying hysterically, because then he'll feel like he won, okay? They feed off of that, okay? When they see that they still have the ability to trigger you in such a way, it mentally feeds their ego and it makes them feel like, yeah, I still got it. It has nothing to do with respecting you. It has nothing to do with protecting you as somebody that claims to love you. It has nothing to do with meaning you well. It just has everything to do with conquering you. So what you want to do is flip the script and conquer him. Make him nervous, make him anxious, make him full of thoughts that he cannot process. Because when you do that, then he will bend to your will and you got him right where you want him. Remember, he's always having you in a state of mind where you feel stuck, you feel broken, you feel unworthy, you feel worthless, you feel like the bottom of the barrel. He always has you in that type of mental, physical, spiritual, emotional state. So what you want to do is flip the script. Don't be so reassuring. Don't be the one to say, what can we do moving forward? Okay, I forgive you. Okay, I'm sorry. No. Be stern. Be cold if you have to. Look him straight in the eyes the entire conversation. Don't get riled up either. The minute you get riled up is the next sense of, oh yeah, I got her. No, you do not want him to get that relief at all. You want to flip the script as much as possible. Make him wonder what's really going on, and he will definitely even take it as far as accusing you of meeting someone else. Because once a narcissist can't get that emotional reaction out of you anymore, they automatically feel like they're losing grip of you. They automatically feel like they don't know what to do with you, so they have to blame it on something, because it can never be his fault. Nothing is ever going to be his fault. And that's another thing with a narcissist. They will never ever take responsibility for anything that they make you feel or anything that happens in the relationship. It will always be your fault. Everything will always fall on you. and you will always be the one that has to fix it. And that's just the bottom line. So whatever the argument is about, just always stay focused, always keep calm, always stay mellow, okay? Never ever start yelling, because one thing, a narcissist will try to say something to get you to start yelling, acting crazy, okay? He will try anything and everything to trigger you. Even if it means mentioning your kids, and your kids have nothing to do with the conversation. Even if it has to do with mentioning something about your past, and the conversation has nothing to do with your past. Like, it will always be some random weaponized statement to just make you lose your cool, to make your mind start spinning. So be prepared, okay? Be prepared. Like I said, don't lose eye contact at all. You want to stare him down. If you want him to feel that you're being cold, be cold. Be cold, but not disrespectful. Not disrespectful. Because the minute you take it to a disrespectful route, oh, trust me, that's in their ball game. They know how to disrespect. They are with it. They love it, okay? Because the more they hurt your feelings, is the better for them. They thrive off of that. So you don't want to help him hurt you. No, you don't want to help him trigger you. No, what you want to do is regain control. Remain calm. Stay solid. Do not reassure him at all. Don't even mention anything about how much you love him or how much you care, don't mention nothing about that. Just stay solid. Listen to what he's saying. If he's asking you a question that you're not ready to answer, deflect. Deflect. Say, oh, I don't know, I have to think about that. If he's very stubborn and he's gonna keep pressing on and on and on and on and keep asking you the same question over and over and over and over and over and over again, find something to do. Walk away. Act like you're busy. He'll come back later. Because one thing about a narcissist, their ego would drive them to do insane things. If that means to ask you the same question all day until you answer him, he's gonna come back and ask you the same question all day until you answer him. So you are not going to answer until you're ready to answer. So walk away. Act like you're busy. Act like you got something to do. Say, oh, I'll be right back. I forgot I got to do that. I'll be right back. Deflect. Deflecting is your best friend. But if you sit there and let him make you feel like you're suffocating and you have to answer him right now, and make you get to the point where you're at your breaking point and you're just sick and tired of being sick and tired, then he has conquered you still. He has conquered you still, and that's not gonna do nothing for you. It doesn't matter what you ask for. It doesn't matter if the argument ends on good terms and he's being loving and nurturing at the end of the argument. It doesn't matter. All that matters is you recognize that he still has you in the same mental space. He still has you triggered. He still has you broken. He still has you feeling unworthy. And that's a place that no woman should be stuck in for too long. So he won again. And he feels like he's the best man alive for making you feel that way. It's a matter of reassurance for him. Well, really, it should be reassurance for you. So the minute that you understand that is the better for you. Dealing with a narcissist, you have to know how to put yourself in their shoes. You have to try to understand how they think, how they move, how they walk, how they talk. And it may seem like the hardest thing to do, but remember, especially if you're in a relationship with this person, you know all of that already. You're with them every day. You know how they think. You know how they talk. You know how they walk. You know. So you have the answers. You know what to do. But you're just so caught up in your emotions that you're not putting it into action. You have to act on it. Actions is what they understand the most. So if you're in the midst of an argument with a narcissist, you want to, here's your posture. Don't do this. Okay, but all right, but I didn't. No, this is what you want to do. If you feel that way, I hear you. Okay, cool. That's what you want to do. When he sees that script is flipping, girl, he's gonna try everything to trigger you, but you're gonna hold your composure. You're gonna continue with that stance. Once you hold that stoic stance, he is going to buckle. He's going to go into a panic, and the argument will rather end quickly because he no longer can figure out how to trigger you. Most of the time a narcissist argues with you is because they want to trigger you. They feel like, oh, I'm bored. I'm bored. It's been a while. Let me see if I still got it going on. Let me argue with her really quick. That's what's going through their mind. It's never really about a pressing issue. 9 times out of 10, it's never a pressing issue. It's something that is so dumb. It's something that they made up in their head. It's something that could wait till tomorrow or next week or next month. It is always something so petty and slight. It's never something important. And most of the times that they do that is because they are feeling like they need some type of validation. They know you're unhappy. They know that you're miserable. They know that you're probably side-eyeing the relationship. So they try to find ways to reassure themselves without actually asking you, hey, do you still love me? Hey, do you still feel happy with me? Hey, do you still feel the same way you felt about me in the beginning of the relationship? Oh no, he could never come and ask you that. So how to figure it out? Argue with you, break you down, make you feel like crap, make you feel worthless. And based on how you react to that and the things that you say, then he'll say, oh, yeah, she still cares. I still got it. Remember, hurt people hurt people. Narcissists don't think of nurturing. They think of conquering. I can't say that enough. They think of conquering. So once you understand that, you'll be able to assess every conversation and every argument accordingly, and even perhaps get what you want every time. But you just have to learn how to control your emotions. I understand sometimes when you're in love and you're in a relationship, you think you approach everything with your emotions, but 9 times out of 10, your emotions have nothing to do with it. Learn how to control your emotions. Learn how to separate your emotions from certain things. The only time your emotions should be really involved is if your livelihood is being threatened. That's the only time. If you're being threatened, like, oh, your budget is being cut, or we're separating, or your lifestyle is about to change because I'm gonna do X, Y, and Z. If your livelihood is being threatened, then you could get emotional. But if it's not, hold your ground. Please hold your ground. Sometimes they will even threaten things of that nature just to make you feel triggered. But it's empty. It's empty. It's not gonna happen. So like I said, you know who you're dealing with. You know when they mean something, when they don't mean it. You know everything. You know everything about that person. So I don't understand how is it that you allow someone that you know like the back of your hand to break you down every time, when all you have to do is flip the script and utilize what you know against them. All is fair in a game of love, right? Because I promise you, he's doing the same thing. He knows you. He knows you like the back of his hand. And he has taken the initiative to study you and apply how he wants you to behave and how he wants you to react to certain things so that he can have control over you. So he's doing it, but he's doing it in a sneaky way. Meet him where he's at. Meet him halfway. Nothing wrong with that. Show him that you are smart too. Show him that you could handle him too. Show him that you could put your foot down too. Show him that you are not just a weak girl. You're not. You're so much more than that. You can think clearly, you can face reality, and you can deal with reality like a real woman should. If you're new to this channel, my name is Vanessa. I'm a health and wellness coach, and I like to share my experience because I was married to a narcissist for 13 years. And so I use my voice and my experience and my education to perhaps help somebody else that is going through the same thing, has been through the same thing, and just doesn't understand it or doesn't know how to handle it. In any effort, no, I am not perfect. No, I am no doctor, but I am also another woman that can relate to dealing with one, and it is never easy. It is never easy. That will make you feel like you're losing your mind. It will make you feel like something is wrong with you and you are the problem always. But with that being said, take what you will, take what you need, like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend, and just know that it is very possible to get out of that stage of feeling like you're stuck and feeling like you're suffocating. After suffering from mental, physical, emotional, and spiritual abuse for so long, it can really make you feel lost, and your healing process is going to be one of the biggest journeys of your life. My healing journey was very, very, very rough. Therefore, it is easy for me now, having gone through it all, healed, and ready to actually speak on it and help others. So take my advice. I will never leave you wrong, stray you wrong, lead you wrong, however you say it. I speak from not just my marriage, but I find that a lot of women, they can't understand that they are with a narcissist until you really like break it down for them, because that word is thrown around very loosely nowadays, and we want to know for sure that we're dealing with one and how to deal with one. So that's why I've decided to now speak about it and open up my channel to that section of life, relatable topics for women. And yeah, I'm hoping some lives will be changed, some lives will be helped. And I feel really, really, really bad that women have to even endure such a mental, a mental bias, because when you meet somebody, you don't know that they are like that until time passes. So most of the time, when enough time passes and you do realize, it's kind of too late. It's kind of too late. And knowing us women, we become the loyal partner, and we want to stay, and we hope that they'll change, and we hope that it'll get better. And oftentimes it never does. Never does. I want to say the best tactic for you to adapt is to become one with yourself somehow. Get to a point where, of course, you no longer allow this person to trigger you in an argument, but also get to a point where you could look in the mirror and still be proud of the woman that you see. Because what that does is that trains your mind to no longer accept him triggering you, him treating you like crap, and it enables you to now think before you speak, to consider all of your actions, whether you are teaching him how to treat you or you're allowing him to treat you this way. Your start to reflect on all of that in your relationship. And of course, you want it to change, so you're going to begin to speak to him in a different way. You're going to start to behave in a different way in the relationship in order to show him, you can no longer treat me this way, and I accept it. And most of the times when you start to make those changes, that's when things start to go from 0 to 100 real quick. But at least you learn to redetermine your value. It's never too late to redetermine your value when it comes to somebody and how they see you and how they value you. You define your worth, not him. Not him. So once you're able to sit back and look in the mirror and say, okay, I'm okay with this woman that I see. I'm okay with this woman that I see. I still respect this woman. I still love this woman. And with or without him, she is me and I am her. Once you develop that, you could definitely stand your ground in an argument with a narcissist and not feel scared, not have any fear, not feel trapped, not feel worried, not feel anxious, not feel depressed, none of that. And that's what you're trying to break out of. You're trying to break out of that feeling and know that, okay, he makes me feel like he's conquering me. No, I'm going to flip the script. I'm going to conquer him. I'm going to give him a taste of his own medicine and see how he likes it. And that's exactly what you want to do. So follow these steps, and I'm pretty sure, comment down below, I'm pretty sure they work, okay? Pretty sure. And you will start a journey from feeling defeated in every argument to feeling heard. And that's what you want. Thank you for watching. See you next time.